Hi, I'm Tim Gredick with HMI Yacht Sales. I'm here on a 46 Valhalla at the 2022 Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. This 46 has a Nardo gray hull with a faux teak transom, and then she has quad 600 Mercuries. Notice the Mercuries, they painted the center panel to match the hull. With the quad 600, she does about 74 miles an hour and cruises right around 50. And this boat's a beast in the water. I mean, for 46 feet and a 13.4 beam, you can see how much space there is in the cockpit here. In the center of the cockpit, she houses a Seakeeper 6 in the aft lazarette. You'll see the hooker sea chest with the 4500 hooker pump options. You also have numerous pumps and manifolds in the aft lazarette. Very well engineered by Valhalla. This particular customer opted for a dual live well system. They're 54 gallons each. It's a pressurized live well. And he went with the Aristo Blue inside, the lighting, the windows, and the acrylic lid. We have the G&G Smith aft seats here, which pull out conveniently and tuck away just as easy. So a nice place to sit when you have friends on the mezzanine. Tucks away easy, and it's like it was never there. Large fish box port and starboard in the cockpit. This is insulated, and you can see how big it is. This one has an ice chipper that's set up to pump into the starboard side box. The mezzanine seating on the 46 can easily sit 4 across. 2 boxes with drains, completely insulated, and it's an option to have them refrigerated. Behind the back, they utilize all the space with a Plano box storage system and a nice pull-out drawer. There's cup holders and rod holders across the back as well. Moving forward, starboard and port, there's tackle storage on either side. You have controls for your Dometic ice chipper on the starboard side box. And then you have the dual row seating. They decided to go with release marine seats, so there's 7 seats. If you notice, the rear seat is kind of set up as a stadium. It's about 3 to 4 inches higher than the front seat, which gives you visibility forward in the back row. Under each side of the back row, they have refrigerated drink boxes, which is quite nice. If you look at this back row, you have air conditioning that blows out on the second row. You have a step to help get up into the seats, and then 4 cup holders across the back. On either side of the first row, there's flip out garbage cans, convenient on either side of the boat. This has the Pro Curve windshield. So forward of the windshield, there's nothing impeding your view. If you're a shorter customer, they do have a flip down, gives you about another 5 inches of visibility. But the way this boat runs, it hardly needs tabs to plane off. This magnet holds that up. Looking at the console, we have a 22-inch Garmin in the center, flanked by 2 17-inch Garmins. This boat has air conditioning at the helm. It's very cleanly laid out with a teak release marine pod and a carbon fiber black wheel. This is the Valhalla top. It has a molded in radio box, your Seakeeper controls, fusion stereo, and your autopilot. On either side of the helm, you have radio boxes. So all your command mics are hidden and out of the way, out of the weather. Under the gunnels, Valhalla's been able to use a lot of the extra space for storage. Normally, these 2 side boxes on either side we use for fire extinguishers. And this has a 7-foot long rod holder box here. It can be used for chamois, rods, brushes, but you can make your own custom storage, and we fit up to 820s clipped in here, so plenty of storage for rods. A small rope locker here and just some extra nook storage. If you notice, the forward lounge on the 46 has got a contour. When you sit in it, it holds you in place. It's very comfortable. These arms are nice to have, you know, when you're running at a higher speed. It gives you comfort to be on the forward lounge. It's flanked on either side by rod holders and a rod cup holder. And in the front here, we have another bench seat, which is an option to be a live well as well. They went with a forward seating option on this 46, and the release marine backrests. Notice they did the upholstery to match the hull in the Nardo gray, and then the Bentley stitch. They really did a nice job on this boat. Forward here, we have a teak step up. When you're fighting a fish or using the anchor, it just gives you a little bit better visibility and access around the front of the bow. Also, the coaming pad is the perfect height. This boat has a through-hull anchor. It's a stainless steel plow anchor, Lumar windlass, freshwater washdown, access to your chain road below. in the integrated tow rail that is faux teaked on this boat. It's gorgeous. All right, as we move back, we notice that in the front of the hardtop, they had the option to put the stereo speakers forward towards the lounge seating. It's a nice touch I like. As we open up the cabin door and look in, you can see it really gives you a large amount of space. You have a high-low table, then there's a small galley to starboard with a sink, dual cooktop, microwave, storage below, and a refrigerator. Just aft of the galley is a wet head, and it's a large wet head, much bigger than most center consoles of this size. Thank you again for watching the walkthrough on this 46 Valhalla. My name is Tim Gredick. I work for HMY Yacht Sales. I'll be at all the boat shows that have Vikings and Valhallas. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to call and stop by and say hi.